So I was thinking about this recently, and I've talked to a number of people about this. It's been interesting getting into the recruiting world by accident. I've never done a thorough market research of how recruiters work and blah, blah, blah. Anything I know about it is just stuff I've heard from different people or experienced from recruiters doing outreach or blah, 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 blah. And, one thing I've heard on a number of occasions is like people don't like to deal with recruiters because they can be very intense about collecting those fees. If you place a candidate through them, first of all, you got to sign a contract. A lot of times it's going to be exclusive. And if they refer somebody to you, they're going to make darn sure that you pay them. From what I understand, they can be pretty aggressive and pretty litigious. On the one hand, I've done this long enough to have experienced some scenarios where you do feel cheated as the person who referred the job, the candidate, whatever. There's a lot of value in that and getting people business. That's why this is a business model. And so I have been on the other end of it, and it is frustrating. And I think it is fair in a sense that they should be compensated. And not only in terms of the aggressiveness and litigiousness, but also in terms of cash flow. Most recruiters charge you their percentage up front. It's either like at the 90-day mark after the candidate starts, or maybe it's up front, or I don't know exactly when it's charged, but when it's charged, they want all that money, whether it's a 30% fee or 20% or 15%, they want all that money up front. You better pay that, and it can cause some cash flow issues. And our model of Commerce Hero, I think, is much better, much friendlier. It's month to month. The fees are, well, honestly, we should increase our fees, probably going to increase our fees. I mean, a lot of recruiters charge 20, 30%. We charge essentially 12% of annual salary on a month to month basis. So it's 1% of annual salary per month for 12 months, but it's month to month. And that's a unique thing that I think a lot of people don't do, and it helps with cash flow. We're not like super aggressive, and part of that is because we're a small company. I'm sure if we scaled to be large, it might become one of those necessary evils at some point. But the point is that it's just overall a much friendlier option on a number of levels. There's been a couple scenarios where I did feel cheated by somebody getting referred business and not paying fees. And the most I've ever done is put one person on blast on social media. So out of hundreds of interactions, that's the worst that it's gotten.